Welcome back to the High Vibe Life podcast with me, Moira Casaba, and you guys are in for a treat today. I have been wanting to talk to this woman for months. Really, we were actually scheduled a few weeks ago and we had to reschedule. So I'm so anxious to hear her story and just chat with her and to get to know her better today. So welcome to the show, Chelsea Pearson.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here and that we made it finally happen.
I know. Same. And it's so funny because I have another friend with your exact same name. So I'm wondering if my audience is like, wait, Chelsea Pearson's on the podcast? It's probably a different one. But people probably also know you from social media. So
Chelsea Pearson have actually met. And
oh, really?
We do get confused.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. So, yes, I love her. She's a doll.
Oh. She is an absolute doll. And I always say she literally looks like a doll. I'm like, I don't think I've ever seen anyone translate from social media to real life better. I'm like, she's just stunning. But I'm so excited to talk to this Chelsea Pearson today too. And I'm so anxious. You are building, well, let me ask you this. I love to ask this question first because I really want to hear both sides of it. If somebody was to say, meet you in an elevator and say, who are you? What do you do? And obviously there's kind of the personal side of who you are, but there's the business side of who you are. How would you answer that?
Well, professionally, I am Chelsea Pearson and I am the founder and creator of the I Am Lip Gloss line. So it's beauty with affirmations. I like to say it's beauty with intention because every shade name is after a powerful affirmation. So it's I am worthy, or I am loved, or I am beautiful. But I've been an esthetician for 22 years. So I've been in the beauty industry for a very long time. My mom's a hairstylist for 50 years.
Oh,
and
wow.
My sister's been doing nails for, I believe, like 36 years. So I worked alongside them. And I've just really, my entire life has been around the beauty industry. Yeah. Where I got to witness women really being transformed, not just how they looked, but how they felt. And that always stood out to me. So that's kind of the business side to me, and really how I created this product of an affirmation lip gloss line. It was not really making someone look beautiful, but feel beautiful. That was really important to me.
Yes.
Personally, I'm a fun, outgoing person who loves spending time with my family and my friends. Yeah. I've been married to my husband for 21 years, and we have 5 kids.
5? Oh my gosh, I didn't realize it was 5. That's crazy. Yeah, busy household over there.
Yep. So we have 4 daughters and then a son, and we all play golf. And that's really how me and my husband met, was through golf. And our entire family now plays. I have 2 high school golfers, which is really fun, and my husband's our coach.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, we're just a golf family. I also love my morning walks with my weighted vest, now that I'm 42.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah. Listening to, right?
Tell me what you're listening to. I'm dying to know what you're listening to.
When I do my walks, I've actually been in personal development for a really, really long time.
Yeah.
I have followed you for a really long time.
Oh, I love that.
And I just love like the positivity of podcasts and really books that can enhance your energy, that then you can just like pour into other people when they're around you. So yeah, that's me.
Okay. That is like, that's the best thing ever, because I feel like I always just follow, something I always say is like, listen to the whisper. And so often I get guests on the podcast and we're like, I don't even know how this happened. Like, how did we end up here? Like, who found who? Where did we find each other? I don't even know. But just hearing everything you just shared, I mean, selfishly, I'm like, you are literally so my people when it comes to the mom side, the mom athlete side, like the, oh my gosh. I mean, when I saw this lip gloss line, I always say the 2 most powerful words in the entire language are I am, right? It is whatever comes after I am, even if it's as silly and as trite as to say, like how often we say, I'm so tired. It's like, well, that's what you're going to feel then. It's like we have to really override that with the positive. And it's also so fun to hear you say, like, I can hear the giggle in your voice when you're like, I was an esthetician for 22 years. I'm like, I remember when I first said I owned a Pilates studio for 17 years, and I was like years out of that. And I was like, goodness gracious, a lot of time has gone by.
Yeah.
Yes. It's amazing. And I love that you come from this family of really entrepreneurs, because when you're a hairstylist, when you're doing nails, when you're doing what you're doing, like it's not just a job, right? Like so often it's really the entrepreneurial aspect of like finding clients, retaining clients, building a brand, building a reputation, and all of that comes with it. So that's really amazing. So let's dig into this. I want to know, like, where was that pivot? If you were an esthetician for all those years, when did you start to think like actually developing a product?
To be honest.
Yeah. Yes. Honest, please. I would love it.
Months before I launched it.
Really? Yeah.
I
love that even more, because it's like so many people have dreams and ideas and zero execution, right?
Yeah,
and
I'm actually one of those people. I have so many ideas that always go through my head, and execution is where I feel like I've always a little bit stumbled. And I told my husband, I was literally cleaning my kitchen one day, and he was kind of encouraging me to do it. So the thought had kind of been planted, and I was like, no, I'm not doing this. And then I was like, what about an affirmation lip gloss line? And just like hit me. And he was like, Chelsea, I need you to tell your best friend that you're doing this, because if you tell her, you're going to make it happen. So
oh my gosh, I just got goosebumps. I love it. Oh.
Yeah. So I called my best friend and I'm like, so I'm launching a lip gloss line. She's like, oh my gosh, it's incredible. I had nothing in order at that time.
Yeah. Yep.
And so I just started telling people, when nothing was even like set in stone, I was still like trying to get samples and then made it happen.
That's amazing. I mean, that you just said so much without saying it, because I feel like every successful entrepreneur, certainly for me, every successful endeavor that I've had, I made the decision before I knew how to do anything, right? It was like, and the other piece that you kind of said was like, you just had it kind of pop into your head. So many of the things that I've ended up building, it's like, it kind of came out of nowhere, but I just knew that was the thing I needed to run with. And I started running before, and you're just running blind. You're like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea how to do this. I have no idea who I need to call or who I need to hire. But when you step out in faith and you start just taking that messy action, you just figure it out along the way, right?
Yeah, I always say the learning is in the doing.
Yes.
And I just stick with that. And then trust the process, right? Just trust the process.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, so good. So you guys, tell me when you launched.
So I launched December 9th of 2024. So not even a year.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. And it was literally months before that you made the decision, that you started really declaring it, which is so key with, if you're in the personal growth world, you get this. Yes. And so declaring it, like your husband said, calling a friend and committing to it so you have accountability. What did that look like between the moment that you're like, I'm going to do this, no idea how, to the launch? Like, what did you need to even figure out? Like, how in the world do you start a lip gloss line?
Right. Yeah. Great question. I get that asked actually a lot. For me, since I've been in the beauty industry for so long, I actually just went kind of my connections that I've had for a really long time in like trade shows and stuff. I knew it was possible. So I already knew the possibility of it. It was just a matter of like getting the right product that I was happy with and the packaging. Now, granted, I had my branding done in 23. Not knowing I was going to launch a lip gloss line, right? I just was like, I need like a pretty website. So I had like this amazing branding done, which was so perfect to have. And that's why I was able to even launch this faster, because I already had my font. I already had my brand. I already had my colors like picked out to where I could then incorporate that on the lip gloss line.
Wow. And so when you had that brand figured out, that was really for your personal brand, right? For your work. Yeah. I love, don't you love looking back and realizing like things were in motion before you actually knew that they were in motion? I mean, wow.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is the website that I decided on didn't have any, when I launched my website, it didn't have the capability of selling product on it. And right before I got my lip gloss, they added that to the website.
Wow.
So I didn't have to build something new.
Oh my goodness. I mean, this is what we're talking about though. This is like when somebody's like, I can't launch a product. My website doesn't even have the capability, and they just stop, right? Because they see a roadblock. And it's like, no, 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 no. Like what we know now, and again, you learn as you're doing, but like you just keep putting one foot in front of the other, and like the miracles that happen along the way are crazy. Like you couldn't make it up, you know? And that's such a perfect example of like things when you are in momentum, when you are in action, when you are stepping out in belief, which is hard to do every single day, day after day, things will magically fall into place. So as you're going through this process, and I want to hear more about like the logistics and the nuts and bolts, how do you find that belief every day of like, because I'm sure you would wake up in the morning and think like, who do I think I am? Like, what? This is crazy. Like, did those thoughts creep in?
No.
No.
And
I love that.
I think this is really important. That ties into my lip gloss. I think what's really important, and I know you know this as well, is saying those I am statements with the following words that are going to speak life into ourselves and build us up.
Yes.
You set a foundation that is solid. And so when something does happen, you have that belief in yourself. And I don't think we're always going to have that. And I think maybe because at that time it's not aligned with us. But if you are in complete alignment, I think that everything does fall into place, and we can make it happen because that belief is so strong. Now, yes, there are doubts sometimes, you know, that creep in, but once again, we go back. Like, for instance, being on this podcast, I'm like, you're prepping me for an interview. I have a live TV interview with NBC Texas today, tomorrow.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do great because I'm on this podcast and it's going to prep me for this interview. So yeah, it's just instilling that belief in yourself, because you can have people that believe in you, but if you don't believe in yourself, then that doesn't matter. Yeah,
I totally agree. And oh my gosh, I love that this is prepping you for this big interview that you have, because I had the same thing happen. You know, I woke up today, it's crazy Monday. I'm like, you know, you just feel like your head's in the clouds on a Monday morning. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have to do kind of like a workshop tonight. And then I had to record another podcast that was a solo episode. And I realized this morning, I was like, oh, actually, what I was thinking, what I could talk about on the podcast is exactly what I'm going to talk about tonight. So the podcast is going to prep me for tonight, just like you're talking about. It's like things that seem like multiple 5, 6 different hard things all start to come into sync together, and one thing helps the other thing. And that's what we're talking about when we're talking about like living in flow, living in alignment, living with your intention. I always have the visual too, going back to your being rooted in those I am statements and that identity. I always think about like a little sapling of a tree, and like every day you anchor in that identity through those I am statements. It's like your root system grows, your root system grows, your root system grows. And when you have those days where the doubt comes in, it's like if you have built that unshakable oak tree, it just like, it doesn't even like bother you, right? But most people, I feel like, are walking around and there's still the little sapling, and the doubt comes in and just like snaps the tree, you know?
Yes.
So, I love that so much. So let's go back to kind of the process. Like, where did you start? How do you pick out like who's making the packaging, who's making the lip gloss? Where did the I am statements come from? All of it.
Okay. So, I actually just reached out to manufacturers and asked them to send me product that was already developed that I liked. So I was able to look at product that was already developed and ask them to send me samples. So I got samples. I was like, I didn't like love all the colors of them. And I remember getting them to my niece. I was like, hey, try these on. She happened to be visiting. She's like, I love them. I'm like, okay, you like them. Yes. I'm a lip gloss junkie. So I'm like really particular with my lip gloss. And so I decided to just go with like different colors because I really wanted a good pink. I'm wearing I Am Confident right now. I really wanted a good pink one. My third daughter loves pink. So this is like a red pink. But did I send this one to you? Which one do you have?
You sent me a few. What's the name of it?
This is Confident.
I don't think I have Confident, which I love pinks too. I'm like a pink lip gloss junkie as well. So I have all versions of pink. They're my favorite for sure.
Yeah. So then once I got samples, I kind of narrowed down the colors that I wanted to set. So I actually first launched 7 colors, and I did go with a clear one because my second daughter, Kensington, she doesn't wear, she's very minimal. She doesn't wear a lot of color. And so I always tell my girls to keep shining. I actually tell a lot of people that keep shining is a big thing. So my clear ones actually keep shining, and then 6 colors. And it was crazy because I had the swatches, like on my arm, and I had named them just like that. And I sent it to my sister, and I'm like, what do you think? Do you think the names match the colors? And she's like, yes, it's perfection. And I was like, okay, great. Yeah. And so then I just sent my font and how I wanted them to look on the gloss. So the biggest thing was when you have any type of makeup, usually the shade name is on the back and it's really tiny, or it's on a sticker on the bottom of the lip gloss. Yes. Which that's how those are supposed to come. They come with a sticker with the name, and I was like, and you print your brand right here. And I'm like, I don't want Chelsea Pearson right here. That doesn't matter. What matters is what I want women to see and what I want girls to see and what I want women to say every time they swipe on their gloss. Yes. Even if it's in their car, I just want them to see it. So that was an investment. That was an investment because I had to have a different, what they call as a hot plate on every single lip gloss shade. Rather than one, you'd have like one plate for every. Right, and then just stickers. Yeah. That makes total sense. So I talked to my daughter and I was like, I don't know, it's going to be a lot more to invest in this. She was 12 at the time, she's 13 now. And she says, but Mom, isn't that the whole point of your lip gloss? And I was like, yes, it is, you're right. So I went with it. So I decided, and I love it. I'm so glad that she was like, Mom. Oh my gosh. It would be so different if it wasn't that. Like, so different, I feel like. I mean, like you said, that's the point. Otherwise, you're not seeing that every single time you're putting it on. Yeah, because, honestly, lip gloss is lip gloss. Let's be honest. I mean, this one's good. It's hydrating. It's non-sticky. It gives a nice shine. But this really is so different from any other line is the affirmations, and that they're right on the tube. That you'll see them. Yes. So, I love it. And again, you're so many little valuable lessons, kind of just, picking the colors and picking the names. Like you said, they just kind of came to you and it was like, boom, done. When you are in alignment and you're doing the right thing and you followed that call, that's how business happens. I'm not saying it's easy, right? But those little things that you could literally have spent weeks deciding on what affirmations. You could have, a panel of people that you're, testing them out. You could go through all these hoops, but when I believe that when it is meant for you, it becomes there are parts of it that become effortless and so easy, and you can make that decision in a split second and move on to the next thing. And again, the intention and the action of investing, right? Of not cutting corners on what this is actually all about. Yes. Yeah. Ugh. I know. It just really worked out. It really did. It just flowed. There was such flow to it. Because one, it's a good message. And I think it has a lot of positivity. It's a good message. There was just so many stars aligned for it to happen so quickly. Oh, so good. So when you launched back, you said December. It was December last year. What did the launch look like? You must have just been the emotions that go into how is this going to do? What is this going to look like? Are we going to sell 1 or 10 or 10,000 or how do we do it? How did you launch? What did that look like? And what came out of that? I really didn't have a plan of action.
Yeah. Best way. Messy action. I love it.
Messy. And, okay, so I moved to Texas 3 years ago. I'm from Idaho, and that's where I worked alongside my sister. So I remember getting the notification that it was being delivered. And my husband had just come home for lunch, and I'm like, oh my gosh, my lip gloss is getting delivered. It's getting delivered. I was just so excited for the boxes coming. I could not contain my excitement because I didn't see the final product until I received my entire shipment. I didn't see any final product. I just ordered it all. Obviously I saw pictures, but I didn't see it in person. That's amazing. And so the lip gloss arrives, right? And I open it up and I'm just so excited. It's so beautiful. I was so excited. And I will attest, just to say, it is so beautiful. The colors are so beautiful. The product is amazing.
Like I know you said lip gloss is just lip gloss, but like I really feel like yours is exceptional on multiple levels. Like
thank you.
Truly, truly, truly. So I attest to that, but keep going.
Yes. So, so once again, I worked alongside my sister for years. We shared clients, right? She did nails, I did facials and makeup. And I called her and I'm like, my lip gloss arrived. Actually, we were FaceTiming. We were FaceTiming my lip gloss arrived. And she goes, look who's here. And it was one of my old clients that I'd had. And she says, I'm going to be your first order. And I was like, okay. And so I made it live. I had it all set on my website, but I made it live. And I was like, you're my test run. I have no idea how this works. So she tested it out. We tried like the tax from different states and she ordered every single shade. And I was just crying. I was like, oh my gosh, I just sold my first order of lip gloss. It was so fun. My husband actually caught it on camera, which I think was really cool and special.
Oh.
Yeah, because he happened to be home when it was delivered, which once
again, yes.
Again. Yeah.
I mean, once again, he randomly is home. Your old client is randomly with your sister, like all of that. Just magic, straight magic.
So then I've been on social media for years. So I actually just went over to my Facebook page and I was like, it's here. I have an I Am lip gloss line. And
oh my gosh.
I sold out in 2 weeks.
Did you really?
I did.
Oh my gosh. Could you have even did you even have a goal of like what that looked like, or had you not even thought that far ahead?
No, I did tell my husband I'm going to sell out. I just kept saying, I am going to sell out.
There you go. Again, declare it to the world.
And he was like, I think there was a little question like, okay. I mean, he really is my biggest cheerleader. He cheers me on. I was like, okay. And then, a little over 2 weeks it happened. So I placed another order, and then within another 2.5 weeks, those sold out. And it's just been so fun ever since. It's been so fun to hear what women say when they get this gloss. I get pictures of saying, I have this at my desk and it reminds me that I'm enough. Thank you so much. I am loved. Gosh. Or like my daughter, my oldest daughter, teenagers really like to shop, makeup, and 4 daughters. And I was like, okay, it's really big deal if they like your things.
Yes.
And I was taking her in the car one day and she goes, damn, Mom, I forgot my favorite lip gloss. Just said it like that. And I was like, what's your favorite lip gloss?
Right. Because it could be anything.
Yeah. She goes, I am loved. And I was like, oh. My own teenage daughter loves my gloss, which is probably one of the biggest accomplishments you can have. And it was mine, so that was kind of fun.
That is so special. I mean, that is really so special. I have a teenage daughter, so we know how big that is. We really know how big that is. Oh my gosh. And then just that, you're probably just getting that constant feedback from people. Like I always say, when people ask me, they're like, how do you stay so driven in what you do? I'm like, well, because you got to go out there, and when you're helping enough people, you're getting that constant feedback from people, and every message. And, even when people are like, you probably hear this all the time. I'm like, no, please tell me, because it keeps you believing in what you're doing, and it keeps your drive to help even more people. And so I'm sure that feedback from women is just, oh my gosh, fills your heart to no end. That's awesome.
That's funny you mentioned that, because I actually just put it on my stories the other day where I was talking like, hey, your friends have a lot of energy and spread positivity. They probably don't know that they're doing that all the time. So just send them a quick message and let them know how they've impacted your life, because it really does fill our cup back up. And it is so important, to hear that from other people of what you're doing is making such a great impact on their life.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that you shared that, because you're right. It's like, I always feel like there's times when I'm in like a really good mood, and I try to be this way all the time, but like when it's, you're just having the best day of your life, you're like complimenting strangers on their outfits, you're talking to, the checkout lady about everything. And it's like, gosh, if the world was just more like that, like we could change the world with just how we interact with the world. We really could.
Yes.
Oh,
okay.
Well,
so tell me.
Yeah. Go for it.
So,
okay.
And just because you like IMs and all that, do you know so this is a big deal that came into my lip gloss. The reason I wanted to bring it up.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you know the water experiment by this Japanese scientist, Dr. Emoto?
Oh, wait, when you speak into the water and how it changes the structure?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, again, I just got goosebumps.
Right?
Will you explain this to people? Because it is, I mean, this is where I always say, like, it sounds kind of wooey what we're talking about and what we're like, but it's literally science. I'm like, no, guys, like, I am such an analytical mind. I'm like math and science all the way. And everything that I talk about when it comes to flow and manifestation and all of this, I'm like, we're talking about things that you can measure, you can look at under a microscope, especially the water experiment. So will you share that? Because I sometimes forget about it whenever it comes back up. I'm like, I need to be doing this every single day, every day.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So being in a big salon setting, like I said, I worked with my sister and my mom. We would have like meetings, and I don't know how I stumbled across this video, but it was like my time to like present something to the team, and I wanted to present this water experiment by Dr. Emoto. What he did is he actually studied how water reacted to words and emotion. So what he found was like that he would expose water. So he would take water from all over. He would take dirty water or clean water, all over, and he would do the same exact water for 2 different experiments, and he would see how they reacted. So he'd put like love and gratitude on one, or he'd put hate, you disgust me, you fool, and then he'd freeze the water. And what he noticed, the reaction of the water to those that had the positive words on it, they formed beautiful crystals.
Yeah, like snowflakes.
I mean, beautiful snowflakes.
Beautiful, yeah.
Yeah, and the one that had negative words, it was chaos. Like, it literally, it was broken. It was broken, it wasn't together, and and he even did like music, right? Beautiful music.
Yeah.
Did praying over water and how it changed the structure of the water. Well, our bodies are made up of over 70% of water. Yes. So if we can speak life into ourselves, we're literally changing ourselves at the cellular level.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I hope that just landed for people, because that experiment is shocking, and you can probably Google it. I'm sure you can Google it. I mean, the difference is literally, and I forgot about the music, like classical music on one and then like heavy metal on the other. And again, it's like these beautiful crystallized snowflakes on the positive. And then, like you said, it was almost like horror movie looking like chaos on the other one. Like,
yes.
Crazy. So not only, it's funny you say that, like I've made that connection before, but whenever I hear about the experiment, I always think I need to take my water that I'm drinking and like speak into it before I drink it, or put something on the cup that says it or something. But you're right. It's literally, we are water. We are 70% water.
Yes.
So the same exact thing is happening. Yeah.
And the world is. So the energy that we're, sharing is so important. So if we can build ourselves up and have that energy, like, how they say when someone walks in the room and they just light it up, that is real. That is real, because that is their energy that you feel when they walk in the room.
Absolutely. I know. I always actually say the opposite, because I feel like people have always had this. Everyone gets that too, like the energetic, just the light when someone walks in. But I'm like, yeah, have you ever walked into a room and you're like, did I interrupt something? Like you just walk in and you're like, oh gosh, like you're backpedaling. Like you picked up on the energy, like your vibrational body picked up on the vibration of the room, and yours might be whatever yours is. You picked up on the negative. And that's exactly what we're talking about. And, I'm sure you and I mean, we're speaking the same language, we're saying the same thing, but it's like, these aren't just silly, like affirmation lip glosses. It's like, it goes so much deeper than that. So much deeper.
Yeah. Yeah. Because like you said earlier, it's like anything that comes after that I am shapes your reality. And so what do you want your reality to be? Do you want to look in the mirror and talk nice to yourself and say I'm beautiful, and then you feel it? Because it's really rooted from the inside. It's not the outside. It's from the inside.
Right.
How we speak to ourselves really transforms us on the inside. And growing up, I had it rough. I didn't have a lot of friends. I was bullied. I was told I was hated. I mean, I heard the word "I hate you" probably more times than anyone ever should. Since 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade. I heard it in beauty school from girls I tried to be friends with, right? I'm like, and I have good energy. I'm like a positive person. I don't like confrontation. I like
but
people
that's threatening to a lot of people.
Yeah. So I heard those words so often, and what happens is you start to believe those lies. And I know there are so many women that believe lies, whether they're telling them to themselves or whether it's outside influences. And you can rewire your brain
100%.
by the way you shift your mind. Just shift it.
Yeah.
And it takes so much practice. And I think because I've had so much practice, you've had so much practice, we listen to positivity because we want to be that person.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Like you can do it. You're either wiring your brain for the negativity or you can wire your brain for the positivity.
Yep.
It goes both ways.
Oh my gosh. Can we just hang out one weekend? I'm like, we need to like get together for a girls' weekend. I love
yes, it. Let's do it.
I mean, it's so true. It's like, and what you said about you're rewiring in one direction or the other all the time. It's like, it's kind of like when people talk about the law of attraction. They're like, I'm going to try to start doing this law of attraction thing. I'm like, hate to tell you, but you've been doing it your whole entire life since the day you were born. You just aren't conscious of it. And it's exactly what we're talking about. It's that energy that you're putting out there to the world. And, you know, I mean, the other day I had some crazy, awesome day. And I was actually like thinking back on that this morning because I wanted to tap back into that emotion. But like everything was going my way. You know, it was just like, I mean, every 5 minutes something crazy would happen. And it was like, I literally felt like I was like, you know, high on something because I was so just like, that high vibration. And I literally was like, this is one of the best days of my life. And it's not like $1 million fell into my pocket, but like literally little thing after little thing after little thing after little thing and it was like I was just living in the friendliest, most wonderful, amazing environment. Everywhere people are trying to buy me coffee, do things left and right. And I'm like, it's just because of the energy that I'm putting out there. And I think all of us have experienced those days, but I don't think people understand what we're talking about with like the daily practice of shifting yourself into that intentionally, right? Because even this morning I was like, oh Lord, it's Monday. I'm exhausted. Can't like find my brain at 8:00 this morning. And I was like, okay, today it's going to take me some work to like shift into where I need to shift into. And most people are just operating from wherever they're starting when they wake up, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that. Sometimes when I'm hitting my feet to the floor, I'm just like, I'm so tired. I'm like, you know what? You are not tired. It's going to be a great day. My fourth daughter, we have some energy that we got to work on, right? And I actually, a long time ago, asked her what crystal she wanted to look like, what snowflake she wanted to look like. And we printed the snowflake from, Dr. Emoto for her to remember how she speaks to herself, how it's important, and to have that snowflake, because that snowflake really trickles to everyone around you, and we get all these pretty snowflakes. And it's so powerful, but it does remind me to go back and be conscious of how I'm speaking to myself and how I'm reacting to the world, because of my beautiful daughter who, she has to work harder at it. Some of us do have to work harder at it. Some of us have days where we have to work harder at it. We're like, and it is a lot of effort, but in the long run, it's just so much more beautiful of a life you can live when you've worked at it, because it does start flowing. Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh. I love this so much. This is like one of my favorite conversations ever. So tell me what's next. Where are we? Where are you going with the lip gloss line? What's the future hold for you?
That's a great question. I honestly don't know. And I have some ideas of launching other things. But I'm holding on to the lip gloss right now. And the reason being is because beauty starts from the inside. Yeah. And I think it's important that all girls at all ages believe that. And I think that a 3-year-old can wear lip gloss and say this affirmation. And I also think a 95-year-old grandma can wear lip gloss. And there's no skill needed to speak positively to yourself. There's no skill needed. And so for me right now, it looks like just a lip gloss. And I want it to be simple. I'm a simple girl. I want it to be minimal. I want it to be easy. I want it to be accessible. It can be on your bathroom counter. It can be in your makeup bag. It can be in your car. It can be in your purse. It can be anywhere. So I think that the lip gloss is so suiting for my mission and my vision of helping women just sabotage self-negative talk and start speaking life into themselves.
Yeah, I love that so much, Chelsea, because it's like, even in all the things that I've done, I always find myself coming back to like the simple guiding principles that have changed my life. and just rooting back into those. And what we're talking about is something that everyone can do and should do for the rest of their entire life. And I think so often people are looking for more happiness, more love, more self-love, and they're kind of jumping through like 1,000 different hoops. And it's like, it doesn't have to be that hard. Like these affirmations, it comes down to how you're rewiring your brain. And if you can just do that simple thing on a daily basis, everything that you think you want to change will change.
Yeah, it's just a daily habit. And it's true. It's just a daily habit, and it will take time. But gosh, the practice like pays off.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh my God. Thank you, thank you, thank you for just your time and your story and what you've done in the world. Like, I mean, it's not only changed my life already, but just everything you're even on Instagram. Like when you pop up on my feed, I'm like, there's so much light, there's so much energy, there's so much joy. So I'm actually excited that you're like, I don't really know what's next. I'm going to focus here because I feel that for you. I'm like, I think you just need to like really take this thing to like bigger and greater levels because there are so many more people to reach. And I have full faith that you will be doing that.
Oh, thank you. I feel the same about you. I love following pages that bring life into, into me and everyone that's watching. I that's why I followed you for years. Because you have to surround yourself around, I believe. I like that type of energy. I want to surround myself by it. And I think it's just a great way to really just remind women that they are enough exactly the way that they are. And I want them to believe that. And it does start with just kind of a daily habit of speaking the I am statements.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, this is so good. So good. So we'll put everything in the show notes below. So, if you're listening to the podcast or on YouTube, all the links and everything will be there to find Chelsea and to find her I Am lip glosses. But where can people find you if they're listening?
So I have the I Am lip gloss on Instagram. It's I.M.lip.gloss. I wanted to separate it so it could be, you know exactly what it says.
Yes.
And then you can shop on IamLipGloss.com, all just together. So
awesome. Well, thank you again for being here. Thank you for everything you're doing. And thank you for your time and your story today. It was such an honor to have you here.
Oh my gosh. I appreciate this so much. Such a fun conversation.
Yes. So fun.
Today.
Oh, yay. I hope so. And I hope that we have you prepped and ready for the big one.
Yes.
Awesome. You guys go check out Chelsea, check out her lip gloss line, share it with your friends, share it on Instagram, tag her, all the things, and we will see you next week. Thanks for joining.